So, good day everyone. So, my report is all about, talks about the politics of language, why sex work is not work, by Rokia Gupta. So, bakit nga ba hindi nag-equate ang sex into work? According to Gupta, that prostitution is not a form of work but systemic exploitation, often disguised through language like sex work. So, pag ginagamit natin yung sex work na term is pag ginagamit natin yung term na sex work, it disguises the systemic exploitation na inherent sa sex work. Because, di ba, syempre, may power imbalance na meron dito. And, madalas, yung mga mahihirap lang yung gumagawa nito and yung nakaka-afford yung mayayaman. And, that's exploitation. According to Gupta, language matters. Gupta argues that the term sex work sanitized exploitation and removes accountability from the state and society to protect vulnerable women. So, according sa kanya, pag ginagamit natin yung word na sex work, mas napapabango niya yung act na to. Kaya parang less likely mag-work yung government natin or yung society towards bettering their condition. Kasi syempre, kapag mukhang okay naman pakinggan, di ba, sex work, compared sa kung paano niya i-describe ito as exploitation, yun nga, mas less likely magte-take action yung mga tao. And it is evident din, yun nga, sa kanyang in-example nga na India, na hindi nati-take, walang actions toward helping these vulnerable women. Isa pa sa problem niya sa sex work is that it is rooted in violence. Prostitution is presented as male violence against women, not a job. It often includes physical abuse, coercion, and physical trauma. So, syempre, pag ginagawa yung act na to, mas vulnerable yung women into sa mga male violence. Kasi very intimate ito and hindi pa sila, wala pang sistema that helps or protects these women. Kaya, it is really a male violence, lalo kapag, pag na-abuse yung mga babae na gumagawa ng act na to. Isa pa sa problem niya ay, yung mga gumagawa nito ay wala naman talagang choice. No real choice. Kasi, put yourself into the shoes of these women na kapag wala ng pera and na bigyan sila ng opportunity to work. 'Di ba? Work. Tapos ganito. Wala naman talagang choice dun kasi wala silang pera. Pag wala kang pera, gagawin mo yung everything para magkaroon kasi it's a matter of life and death. Kapag wala kang pera, pwede kang mamatay. So, the best you can do is gawin yung ganito. Lalo kung wala ka pang napag-aralan or yun nga, katulad ng case sa India na may caste system sila. This kind of works, yun lang yung mga katulong sa kanila kasi lalo kung wala silang access sa mga programs ng government na makakatulong sa kanila. So, yun. Next is, ano nga ba yung mga ginawang actions ni Gupta? Hindi lang siya nag-critique, siya ay gumawa rin ng action. So, ang APNE AAP is an organization na ginawa ni Gupta to support women through education, housing, legal aid, and safe spaces, offering genuine alternative to prostitution. So, ayun, ang nakikita naman niyang solution sa problem na ito ay pagbibigay ng edukasyon and housing, legal aids, and safe space sa mga babae. Kasi kahit pagbawalan ba natin yung term na sex work in terms of language use or yung act itself, hanggat merong gumagawa, hanggat may opportunity na gawin ito, may gagawa pa rin. Kaya ang best action para ma best action para ma-solve yung problem na ito is to give women education para hindi na nila kailanganin magtrabaho ng mga ganitong trabaho to be able to support themselves, 'di ba? It gives them autonomy to their own body na kung ano man yung gagawin nila, may choice sila because they have options. So ito, Satyagraha, Gupta aligns her work with Gandhi's Satyagraha. So ito yung paniniwala that civil disobedience and constructive action to rebuild truth and fight injustice. So ito yung parang kanyang pinagbabasihan sa kanyang philosophy in the fight against yun nga, sexual exploitation or prostitution. So itong Last Girl, Gupta urged investment in the last girl or Daridranarayani. So anong meaning nito? It is the most marginalized and vulnerable. True justice begins with her dignity and agency. So sinasabi niya na that if we invest to these last girls or yung mga pinaka-vulnerable sa ating society, dun pa lang nagsa-start ang dignity and agency nila. And ito pa lang nag-start yung justice kasi syempre kapag natulungan natin yung mga nasa mababa, sinasabi niya na matutulungan, dito nagsa-start yung justice society natin. So in conclusion, Ruchira Gupta urged us to reject the normalization of prostitution as work. True justice requires naming exploitation, invest in the most vulnerable, and resisting systems that profit from inequality. Her approach centers dignity, self-determination, and truth, reminding us that language shapes policy and policy shapes lives. So thank you and good luck sa exam guys. Bye!